Hello and welcome to the Best Today podcast. I am your host, Shantae Grant. Thank you for being present with me for today's episode, where I'm going to keep it short and to the point because I want to talk to you about starting again, right? So not just starting something for the first time, but really for the person who's listening, who is starting something again, whether again means your second time, your 200th time, or your 2,222nd time. Starting again comes with some potential challenges, right? And so I want to talk to you about that. I want you to save this episode and use it as a resource and encouragement in your head every time you find yourself at the place where you have to start again. And starting again can look like something that you stopped doing for a few days, a few weeks, a few months, a few years, a few decades. Whichever that one might be for you, we've all been there where we have to start over or start again. And this episode is for you. One of the things, so I have 6 things that I want to say to you, but I want to first encourage you that when you are at a place where you are starting over or starting again, please don't start from a place of defeat. That is the default. That is the easy way out. And I want to encourage you to avoid it, right? Starting defeated looks kind of like, oh, I'm not where I used to be. This is going to be so hard. Oh, I used to be able to X, Y, and Z. And when I stopped, I was doing this. Oh, I was, right? We're just turning that neck. You're just turning that neck, looking back. Fix your neck, turn it forward, right? If you find your neck starting to creep back, I want you to immediately say, no, we're not doing that, right? The first thing you start looking back in judgment, right? Of where you were before or the time lag that there's been between, or I haven't done this in so long. We're not going to start from that place because number one, how is that helpful? How is that helpful, right? How is that going to benefit you and encourage you in where you are now? By talking about the thing that was, right? We want to be in today. Where are we today? Today, we're in a place where I have made the commitment and the decision to start again or to start over, right? Celebrate that. Celebrate where you are and the fact that you had the mental strength to start again. You're already on the winning side, right? So that with that understanding, here are the things I want you to know when it comes time to starting again or starting over. Number one, don't overthink it. Okay. Don't overthink it. Don't overthink it. Okay. Just start. Okay. I started and it felt fumbly. It felt clumsy. It felt off. It didn't feel like it used to. It felt great. Just let it be what it is. We don't even have to give it a name or a qualification or judgment. Just let it be and take that as information and then say, what will I do next, right? So number one is don't overthink it. Just start. You've done it before. That's the whole point of it being starting again or starting over. So you know how to do it. Just go. Don't overthink it, okay? That's the first thing. It's like if I'm behind you and I push you, right? You got to go now. You've been pushed. Number two, don't wait for the ideal or for things to be like they were before. Oh, I'm going to get back started as soon as this thing, or when I get back to the weight I was, or when I finally have like the really good time. Boo, do, 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 do. I don't know why I feel very like sing-songing today, but like, friend, ideal, not coming for you. Ideal is like, we not coming. I don't know why she keep looking for us. Why she waiting for us? She know we not coming. We moved. We not coming back. Ideal situation. No, just the ideal is today. Ideal is right now when you have the mind to start again. That's all you need. If you have the mind to start again, you are ready to start again, whatever that first step may be, right? So don't wait for the ideal or for things to be like they were before. It's number two. Number three, don't expect it to look like it did before. It might be better. It might be not as good. It might be something else. But why we got to put a label on it? Like I said, why do we have to give it a name? Why can't it just be what it is? Why are we even bringing in before? Because before isn't before. I'm not who I was 2 weeks ago, 2 months ago, 2 years ago. So why am I going to bring pass, just go, go all the way back, doot, 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 pick up the pass and just boom, and put it back in today. I really don't know what's with the sound effects today, y'all. But don't do that, friend, right? Don't expect it to look like it did before. Maybe it'll be something that will even just blow your mind. You're like, whoa, right? But don't put that on yourself, okay? Number 4, allow yourself to start again. Be a beginner. Build again. Being a beginner. I mean, there's just so much joy in that. And I'm already tapping into the next thing, but allow yourself to start again. Remove the lie that the world has told you that starting or being a beginner or a novice is something that is less than. It's something that is not laudable. Clap for yourself. I want you to start like you already at the top, right? Just stop, boom. I want you to get out there and say, okay, I'm going to try to do cartwheels again. And you go in there like you are Dominique Dawes. What's the other girl name? That's not who I was going for. I'm showing my age. Her name just escaped me, but you know what I'm talking about. Short, strong, the GOAT. Simone Biles. There we go. It came to me. Okay. I want you to hit that cartwheel like you Simone Biles. Okay. Be like, you know what? I don't know if my wrist's going to be able to hold this, but we about to get out here and try, right? I want you to allow yourself to start, which leads me to number 5, because I'm about to say it again anyway. Tap into the joy of starting. At Best Today, we exist to help women just like you be your best one today at a time. So each week on the podcast, we are going to highlight your stories and your voices. So let's see what's in the inbox today. Today, we have a 5-star review of our Not Waiting for January class from Mary, who writes, "An hour of clarity. This program was a fabulous hour filled with tools and guidance for a more intentional life starting today. If you're looking to make more intentional life choices or just maintain what you already have, this class is for you. Couple the class with joining the Best Today community and or purchasing a Best Today guide, and my experience tells me you will find a more joyous life at your fingertips." Thank you so much for that 5-star review, Mary. If you have not sat in on my Not Waiting for January class, and as the name suggests, I'm teaching you how to stop waiting for January to start caring about being consistent, being proactive with your time, and really learning how to optimize your time. Inside, I'm going to teach you about those things that you will likely find to be familiar about, why these cycles are created within our minds and ourselves, and I teach you how to actually overcome them. I give you permission to start small, and you really want to make sure you take this class because you can pause, you can take notes, and there is a section where you can submit a question to me and my team. We'll be happy to answer for you. So what are you waiting for? Take those fingers out right now and go to notwaitingforjanuary.com to get in on that class replay. You're about 1 to 2 minutes away from getting started right now if you go to notwaitingforjanuary.com. And don't forget, there is a place to submit your questions. You have access to the video. You can pause, take notes. You want to get in on that right now. So I'm going to let you go get to it. Notwaitingforjanuary.com. And thank you, Mary, for that 5-star review. There's so much joy in the beginning of something and starting something in the unknown because of the ignorance. We don't know what's out there, but you already know, partly because this is, again, starting again. Tap into the joy. Get excited. Okay, I tried and it didn't look right. It didn't feel right. I fumbled. I thought I was going to go out for a mile run, and girl, I started running, and within 13 seconds, my body was like, not today. Okay, 13 seconds. Okay, 13 seconds. Come on. You ran 13 whole seconds? That's amazing. That's amazing. And you walked the rest. That's amazing. Yay. Oh, the joy. I ran 13 seconds. I want you to go around telling people you ran 13 seconds like you just ran 13 miles. Right? Whatever is your thing, find your people and celebrate. And if you don't have none, number 1, come to the Best Day community. We will hype you up for 13 seconds running. Okay. But find your people and get hype. And if you don't have it, be your own person. Get in the mirror, be like 13 seconds. Get in the mirror and just be like, okay, 13 seconds. I see you 13. Girl, did you know I ran 13 seconds today? I ran 13 seconds today. Yes, I understand that 2 years ago I could run 13 miles, but that's not what we're talking about. We're talking about today. Allow yourself to tap into the joy of starting and be enthusiastic about it, because the only thing that makes an accomplishment small and minuscule and insignificant is you putting that on that thing. 13 seconds. Now, when y'all heard me hyping up 13 seconds, y'all was getting hyped, right? You were like, hold on, 13 seconds? Okay. Now you go to somebody else who runs miles and miles and miles and say 13 seconds, right? First, I mean, I would be excited for anybody, but it's when you put the comparison against someone else's time. You put that in there, right? You minimize the things that you do. You have to let that go, okay? You have to let it go. Let it go. Let it go, okay? I wish y'all could see me today. This would be a great video podcast because my hands are everywhere. I guess I'm just really feeling this conversation today about starting again. But tap into the joy of starting, right? I'm going to save this and listen to myself because I'm sure there's going to be a time where I'm going to need to come back and listen to my own words. So I'm very excited that I have this joy within this because I'm going to need it for myself. Y'all, sometimes these episodes are for me, okay? For future me. But the last thing, number 6, is to narrow your focus, right? Step 1, that's what we're looking at. When you're starting again, one of the things is you might know all of the steps because you've been there. You got to block all that out, put your blinders on, and just focus on, okay, this is step 1. I'm not thinking about step 14. Step 1, then step 2. No need to think about step 10. When I'm at step 1, narrow your focus. That's going to help you to bring back that joy because you're just thinking about this beginning part, right? So those are the 6 things I want to say to you today. You who is starting again or about to start again, don't overthink it. Don't wait for ideal things to be like, don't wait for the ideal or wait for things to be like they were before. We're not doing that. Number 3, don't expect it to look like it did before. Number 4, allow yourself to start again and just be a beginner. Be a beginner. Yes. Number 5, tap into the joy of starting. And number 6, narrow your focus. Please don't put a name or a description on the results right now. Just put a name on the consistency, right? Because consistency, that's where it's at. The consistency you are having and the commitment that you're giving yourself, that is where I want you to focus on. We're not giving the results a name because they may not be where you want them to be. Allow it to be. And that's what I have to say to you, to future me, to maybe future lots of you listening. If it's not you today, put it in your pocket because we're all going to be at a place where we're starting over or starting again. And that can look like so many different things. But I want you to be encouraged and know that you've got this. You can do this. And just by having a mind to start again, you're already on the winning side. Okay? You're worth the effort it takes. All right. That's what I've got for you today. Thank you so much for being present with me for this week's episode of the Best Today podcast. Remember, everything that I do here on the podcast within Best Today and beyond is to help you to live well. To learn more about how to get started with our products at Best Today, you can go to besttoday.co/quiz. Take that quiz. It'll tell you where to start. And if you'd like more of me, I invite you to join me in my online publication, For Those on the Journey, which you can find at forthoseonthejourney.com. It's where I write and share weekly. And I'd love to see you over there and to join me talk about topics that might not make it here on the Best Today podcast because it's coming from me, Shantae Grant, not me as Best Today owner, podcast host, etc. So I will talk to you on next week's episode. And until then, remember, my friends, it's okay to start again. Please do. Don't overthink it. Talk to you later. If you enjoyed this week's episode of the Best Today podcast, you are going to love the Best Today guide. Our Better Than a Planner guide teaches you how to get clear on what you want, identify your self-destructive habits and behaviors, and intentionally create space to prioritize yourself every single day. Don't go the journey to being your best one today at a time without the Best Today guide. See inside its pages and order yours today at besttodayguide.com. Even better, when you order the Best Today guide, we gift you with your first month free inside of the Best Today membership. So what are you waiting for? We're giving you everything you need to trade busy for intention. Go to besttodayguide.com and order yours today and join thousands of women across the globe proclaiming each day, this is what my best today looks like.